Okay, so according to the birth order theory, your personality is influenced by whether you're the oldest, middle, or youngest, or only child. And now people are applying this theory to dating. For instance, a psychologist told, people like this idea. So a psychologist told BuzzFeed that two firstborns are not compatible because things could get really competitive. So do we buy into this birth order dating theory?
Wait, can we just address something before you go?
Okay, yeah.
Mel should write a book on this.
Yeah.
She is always talking about the order,
She's in
birth
it.
order.
She
I feel seen. I feel seen. Thank you. I feel seen.
This is your moment.
Anybody who knows me, if you've known me for a little while or a long while, I always talk about birth order theory and dating. And is it going to be the fix-all? Of course not. There's no such thing. But it kind of helps in the complicated and complex and emotional world of dating. It's just one more tool to help. So if you're like, what does this all mean? I have a little board.
Oh my gosh, she made a board.
So just take a look. What is a firstborn? Firstborns. We're perfectionists, we're leaders, we're responsible, sometimes controlling. Okay, middleborns. Adaptable, independent, but middleborns can be rebellious and feel left out.
True.
Lastborns. Charming, funny, uncomplicated, seeking a lot of attention. And finally, if you're an only child, often leader, mature, center of attention, but sensitive, okay? Now that you hear this, now you can understand why in my relationship, I've been married for 16 years, my best relationships have always been with lastborns, because I like to be the boss. Now, I say this, and I say this not to disparage my husband. My husband's a very strong man, and you've seen him. He's strong man. But what I love about him as a lastborn is he's never in competition with me. When he was growing up with his three brothers as the lastborn, he was like, sure, I'll go with whatever. He doesn't care. So he's very much does him, but he's funny. All the things I'm not. He's funny, he's adaptable, he's really creative. But don't you think this could have just
as much to do with, like, you know, his relationships and his character, the time he grew up in. Like, I just think there's so many other things that we should be looking for, especially when we're dating, other than the birth order.
I don't know that you're looking for it. I think it can help explain.
But I've dated every kind of birth order.
Me too. Listen, I kissed a lot of frogs. I'll tell you, it doesn't matter when that frog is born.
Yeah.
You can be a trash person no matter what your birth order is. And I think sometimes you're making a great point where it's like, suppose the person's adopted, or if there's a huge age gap, or if there's a blended family,
or there's
you can go
trauma.
from being an only child to the middle child. Like, there's so many other variables. I don't care about your birth order, and I don't care about your astrological sign. Those things to me don't matter. I'm not into those conversations. Like, it's cute and fun. We can have the conversation, but I don't take them seriously. But there is one child I will never date, and that is the only boy whose mom, he's a mama's boy. And he is the apple of his mother's eye, and he can do no wrong.
Are you saying my son is going to be undateable? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't want to say
You're saying it because of me.
I don't want to bring children into this.
That's actually fine by me, to be honest.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm telling you.
What order are you in?
Give off an energy where you're like, are you his mom or his girlfriend? I'm not sure. I'm feeling the vibe.
Okay,
here. Like, what's happening?
What birth order are you? I'm curious.
So happy I came today.
Where are you in your birth order?
I'm the third child, so half
Of how many?
half of a middle. There's 4 boys.
Okay.
I'm one of the boys. And
So you're
so
the
I'm like,
third?
but when your chart thing.
You're kind of in the middle and also leaning towards the last.
Independence, but the like, what about me? Because all my clothing growing up was like hand-me-downs.
Oh, okay.
So I was
And
like,
your partner, is your partner where?
George is the youngest, technically.
Okay. So middle and youngest.
Middle and youngest-ish.
And that can work. And it's
Does it
working.
work?
Yeah, it
works.
According
Okay,
to
does it
birth order
work?
theory, it works.
Can I also just?
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna be okay. Can I just? There were 2 major studies that came out in 2015. One looked at almost 400,000 secondary school pupils in the U.S. And they did find actually some associations between birth order and personality, but it was so tiny as to be, quote, statistically significant but meaningless. Then the same year they looked at more than 20,000 people from the U.S., Britain, and Germany, and here the researchers found no relationship between birth order and any personality trait whatsoever.
I didn't need to be a doctor or scientist to tell you that.
For the record, I challenge you, just look at your own life and see what relationships worked and which ones didn't. You may just find that birth order has something to do with it.
You think
You're
so?
not buying it either. It's character. But let us move on before we start a fight here, right?
It's not a competition, Andrea.
As she slams the table. Firstborn.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.